Just change the color. Like, that's all you have to do. So what do you have to call Bobby up? Bobby, I need your approval. Like, no, Bobby doesn't give a fuck. Wait, 45? What? It says, wait, 45. Oh my god. 45 new mounts. Boys, I gotta get to work. I gotta get working. We gotta get every single one, man.
Hey folks, this is CatDany. Patch 9.1 will introduce lots of new content into the game. There's a new zone, a new raid, a new mega dungeon, and plenty of activities to keep us busy. With all of this new content comes a whole menagerie of new mounts to collect.
Okay.
We have about 45 new mounts to look at right now in the very first build of patch 9.1.
Alright, let's
so
see
what
'em.
are we waiting for? Let's check them all out. The first mount on our list comes from the new 9.1 raid, the Sanctum of Domination.
I think this one's cool. Like the mythic Sylvanas mount is cool. It's badass. I like it. I don't know how it has anything to do with Sylvanas, but who gives a fuck? Like, it still does look cool.
Specifically from the last boss on Mythic difficulty.
Okay.
If you didn't know by now, the last boss is Sylvanas, so it seems fitting that the mount she drops is a rather mean looking dragon hawk.
Yeah, it makes sense.
This mount looks incredibly cool, and it's definitely worthy of being a Mythic raid boss drop. This also means that we'll be farming Mythic Sylvanas all the way until the end of the expansion.
True.
Just how like we farmed Mythic Janus in Battle for Azeroth. Next up on the list, we have a new creature to ride around on. These Shard Hide mounts are one of the new mobs we'll find in Korthia, the new zone.
It's just 5,000 Stygia. That's it? I just buy this shit for 5,000 Stygia? Who gives a fuck? That's easy, dude. I wonder how many mounts I'm going to get on the first day, bro. I think I'll probably get 3 mounts on the first day. It's revered? Yeah, but like, you're gonna get that, man. You just play the game, you get that.
Pulled into the moor. They look kind of like a cross between a bear and a lizard with shiny fur and tendrils.
These are cool.
This amber shard hide can be purchased from the new rep quartermaster in Korthia for 5,000 Stygia.
Very cute.
There's a green recolor of this mount called the Beryl Shard Hide. This one comes from the Death's Advanced Supplies.
Does that mean that this is a Paragon box reward?
Advance is the name of the new rep down in Korthia, so I guess the supplies are either going to be daily related or it will come from that reputation's Paragon boxes. Then we have a red-orangish colour to collect as well with the Crimson Shard Hide. This one doesn't have a source right now, but it does have some interesting flavour text.
It's
Only
fine.
the hardy species survivor in Korthia was pulled into the moor. I guess the Shard Hides fit that description. And the last shard hide we have is called Darth Maul. This is a dark grey recolor with cool purple accents. I love the colours on this mount, and even though it doesn't currently have a listed source, I would say it's a safe bet that this is a Korthia zone rare mob drop, and the rare is probably called Darth Maul.
I would have never expected that. So, here's what I think. I think that the game was better when they allowed you to unlock a reputation that gave you all of the different colors of the same type of mount. I don't like how some mounts have different difficulty levels that are the same effective mount, but they just have a different color. So, like, for example, like, I know, like, the Proto-Drakes are an exception to this, but besides Proto-Drakes, I think that many other mounts definitely didn't really fall into this category. So, like, a good example, like Talbooks, right? If you unlocked one Talbook, you unlocked all of them, except for, like, the War Talbooks you get from Hala. But other than that, you can pretty much get all of them. It's the same as the Nether Drakes. After you unlocked one Nether Drake, you unlocked all of them. So, if you saw somebody on a Nether Drake that had a blanket idea, like, you had an idea of what that person did to get that item. Like, now, because there's so many different recolors that come from so many different places, it doesn't really feel as good to me. And also, I think that it's a big difference between, like, I'll pull this up and show you. Let me see. Do I have a Microsoft Paint here? This is the difference between, so I want to show you 2 mounts, okay? This is the Famu mount, okay? And this is the island, or sorry, this is the adventure mount. Okay, so as you can see here, these are 2 completely different mounts. They are entirely different. And what I just did is, as a Blizzard designer, I missed a leg? Yeah, well, so did Blizzard. It doesn't really even look that good anyway. Yeah, now we've just doubled the amount of content that you have to do. And this is the kind of problem that the game has. Now, for example, now if the mount looked like this. Now it's different. Now it's like, oh shit, now we've got this crazy ass mount. Now he's fucking red. Like, oh fuck, bro. You got the red one? Oh my god, that's crazy. This dude got the red mount. But it's like, if you've got light blue and then blue, who gives a motherfuck, man? Like, I want to see some variance. You could change the color of some of these mounts by a drastic margin. But what Blizzard does with these recolors is it's literally the exact same thing. It's just a slightly different coloration.
The new type of creature that arrived with Korthia is the Razor Wing. They look similar to the Shah hides, just stretched out a bit and with wings. It looks like this model uses the Wyvern skeleton, which we haven't seen in a while, and they look very dangerous
really cool.
indeed. The Dusklight Razor Wing doesn't have a source right now, but it looks cool for sure.
This is cool.
The Fierce Razor Wing is a green recolor of this mount, and this one also comes from the Death's Advanced Supplies, so we're going to have plenty of reasons to farm up some rep with the new faction in Korthia.
That's badass.
There's also a red recolor with the Garnet rep with the new...
Oh no. Wait, there's 2 mounts that you get out of the supply boxes? No way. No way, bro. There's 4? No, bro, there's not 4. What do you mean? So I should just start doing the dailies on like 3 characters.
This mount, and this one also comes from the Death's Advanced Supplies, so we're going to have plenty of reasons to farm up some rep with the new faction in Korthia.
That sounds really fun.
There's also a red recolor with the Garnet Razor Wing. Again, no source on this one just yet, but it does have some cool flavor text. Korthia was once known for its bright red flowers, and several species would eat or roll around in them to take on that bright red color.
Cool.
And then the last recolor for this model is the Soaring Razor Wing. This one looks awesome. It's kind of like tiger stripes and colors. To pick up this mount, you'll need to get Exalted with the Death's Advance and fork over 7,500 Stygia, so you best start saving now. This next one is a bit of a curious one, Melee the Wanderer. We don't have a source just yet, but from the flavor text, we can safely assume this mount is sourced from Korthia. This could be quest related, maybe recovering this mount.
I'm sorry, but I just don't give a shit about these. Like, I really don't. Like, as little, like, flavor content, like, yeah, that's nice, but... this is just like what is this? Like My Little Pony? What the fuck? You know what they should do? Nixium or like Platinum WoW should recreate a My Little Pony episode with the unicorns from WoW. Because there's so many of them, I think that there will be enough for there to actually be just My Little Pony.
For her master, or it could be another drop from a rare in the new zone. The Harvester Dreadwing is another one-off mount from what we've seen so far in the patch 9.1 PTR files, but this one might be tied closer to Revendreth and the Venthea, seeing as it's a Harvester's Dreadwing. Apparently, they fear no Morsworn and will gleefully defend Sinful. So maybe this mount will come from a story quest or something similar.
That's nice.
These next few mounts are super cool.
This is the only one I want. This is what I want. I want this one right here. This mount is fucking amazing. I love this fucking mount. Like, I'm getting this mount day 1, dude. Day 1, I get this mount. Like, I log on to the server, I immediately go to Korthia, mount right there, it's done, it's over, it's finished. I got it. There it is. This mount is so fucking badass, man. And I don't care about recolors. See, here's the thing. The thing is, I care about recolors if it's blue versus light blue. I don't give a fuck about recolors if it's red versus green. That's totally fucking different because it looks cool. Like, it's the comparison. It's the difference between the two things. Like, this one looks fucking awesome, man. I love this mount. Like, as soon as I get this mount, this is going to be my new main mount. And unless too many people have it, and then I'm not going to ride it because I won't be special. But I want to have this mount right here. I want to have this mount, and I'm going to get the golden fucking Maul armor, and I'm going to ride around with this mount on that armor, bro. Like, I'm going to look so fucking good on this mount, man.
The Fallen Charger is the first golden yellow color we have of these new, more ghostly horse mounts. I feel like this is what Invincible was always meant to be.
Yeah.
This mount is a drop from the Fallen Charger, which is probably a rare spawn in the Maw or in the
I'm pretty sure it
zone.
is.
Of course, we have a few different colors.
See, this one's for losers. You look at this. This is a loser mount. Who wants this? A loser does. This is a loser mount. Like, you have the gold and black one, which is super cool, and this is the loser mount. And everybody knows it. I want it. I do too. I'm going to get it too. But I'm not going to ride it. I'll ride it like 3 times. That's it.
Select the Mawsworn Charger takes on the typical hues you would see from the Mawsworn themselves.
Who cares?
You have blue, grey armor and cloth with eerie blue eyes. Apparently, this is also the fate of all horse mounts, so that's kinda scary. This mount comes from an achievement in Torghast, but we're not sure what just yet.
Where's the next
one? We have very similar colors with
look
the
at this. This is a joke. Like, look at this. It's the same fucking thing, man. Like, bro, like, if you have a monitor that's not color corrected, you're gonna think this is the same mount. Like really, like, you look at these mounts, like, this one's fucking badass. Like, nobody's gonna confuse this one for any of the other ones because it looks so much different. But you look at these two, look at this. It's the same fucking thing. That's the thing. It's the same fucking thing. Like, literally, just take the fucking paint bucket and change the color. Just change the color. Like, that's all you have to do. You don't have to fucking reinvent the wheel. You don't have to fucking go around and, you know, you have to have focus group for this. What do you have to? You have to call Bobby up. Bobby, I need your approval. I'm going to change the color of a mount. Like, no, Bobby doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. Just stop with this shit, man.
Even in Torghast, but we're not sure what just yet. We have very similar colors with the Sanctum Gloom Charger. The cloth is more green
get this
and
mount,
the eyes are glowing purple. Very cool indeed. This mount is actually a raid drop from the 3rd boss in the raid, the 9, so that's one more thing to look forward to when the raid finally releases.
Jibu is going to have a lockout for that mount, and we will take advantage of that. Like, in 2 years from now, wait, Jibu, do we have a Sanctum of Domination lockout? I want to go for that mount again. Dude, I'm feeling like today's my day, man. It's gonna happen today. I know it.
The last recolor we have of this ghost horse is the Soulbound Gloom Charger. Another slight shift with the colors with blue-green.
See, this one's not that bad. But we've got, all right, so look at these colors, right? This one is fucking boring. This one's fucking boring. Look at it's like, bro, come on, man. Like, this is crazy. You have a whole rainbow. You have a rainbow. A rainbow! And you have to do this.
Of course, is the Soulbound Gloom Charger.
Yeah.
Another slight shift with the colors with blue-green glowing eyes. This one comes from Venari's Scavenged Supplies.
Okay.
This could be another Paragon box, or it could be quest or story related to Venari in patch 9.1. Next up are the hand mounts. You might remember these from the BlizzCon preview. We have quite a few.
These are so fucking cool. These are the coolest thing Blizzard has added in a long time for mounts. These are unironically fucking amazing. You know what's so cool about these mounts? Is the mount special is a randomized rock, paper, scissors. So you can play rock, paper, scissors with somebody else with these mounts. Like, that is fucking brilliant. Whoever thought about that, just put them in charge of the whole game. Whoever did this, put them in charge of the whole game, and it'll be better.
Collect from a variety of sources. The Hand of Barmet is up first, and it looks amazing in my opinion.
Yeah.
I can't wait to crawl around on these hands, and it might not be too hard to get one. This mount comes from the new Tormentors of Torghast event in the Maw, so if you get a bit lucky, you could see this mount very early on. We also have the Hand of Hrestimorak. This is the Glory of the Sanctum Raider achievement, which is the new meta achievement for the 9.1 Sanctum of Domination raid. The flavor text here is very interesting. A race of giants were once...
Bro, like, how is this... How the fuck is this Glory of the Sanctum Raider if this other one right here was just kill this guy? Like, this is the kind of stuff.
This mount comes from the new Torment. We also have the Hand of Hrestimorak. This is the Glory of the Sanctum Raider achievement, which is the new meta achievement for the 9.1 Sanctum of Domination raid. The flavor text here is very interesting. A race of giants were once sent to the Maw and challenged the jailer.
Hand of the Masturbator.
Their bound hands are all that remain. I wonder if we'll see some of these other giants later on.
Yeah,
here's another hand that used to belong to Nilganimat, or however you say that word. I wouldn't mind a golden hand to ride around on. That sounds quite grand to me. This one has the source listed as just the Maw, so I guess it could come from rare spawns.
This one is cool because it looks different. Like, this is the kind of shit, the Midas hand, yeah, exactly. Like, this is badass. And you have to understand, like, players are stupid. Like, we're dumb, man. Like, if you just make it a cool color, it's a totally different mount to me. Like, it's like, oh, this one's red? Whoa, wow. Yo, chill out. That's cool. But, like, if it's, like, gray or some shit, like dark gray, like, gives a fuck, right? Like, yeah, it needs to be cool colors. Yeah, contrasting colors. There you fucking go, dude.
Events, or maybe one of the new reputations based in the Maw.
I think these are
the
really
last
cool.
one here is the Hand of Salarango. These last two seem to have the same color for now. I would assume that's a bug, and one of these golden hands will change to something else before the patch goes live.
Yeah, I would assume so.
But this one will be a reward for the achievement related to Korthia and the Maw. This could be a meta achievement or a story completion achievement. We'll just have to wait and see. If you've been waiting to see what the new Covenant flying mounts look like, the wait is over. Here we have
these right here. There's this right here. There's this mount right here. I know that there it is.
I think these mounts will make many a Night Fae player very happy when they can pick them up. This first one is a reward from the Night Fae Covenant. I'm pretty sure you'll just have to work your way through the new Covenant campaign in 9.1 and you'll get this mount more or less for free.
Wowee.
There's also an orange and yellow color, the Autumnal Wilderling.
Oh my god.
This one doesn't have a source just yet, but I'm pretty sure these mounts are going to be Covenant locked, so whatever the source may be,
that's probably what it's
higher
gonna be.
Renown, completing story quests, or just another anima purchase, I'm pretty sure it will be Night Fae exclusive. Then there's also the Spring Wilderling, a purple recolor to really give you some options for repping the Night Fae. I don't know if purple is the first...
See, I think this is good. Like, I like the idea that you get all of these different mounts from your Covenant because you get to choose which ones you like. That's what's cool. It's not this mount, right? I don't give a fuck about the mount. But, like, it's you can choose which one you want to use, and you get all of them from the Covenant. So it's like if you see somebody riding this mount, the odds are the relative like accomplishment is going to be about the same.
I would think of when I imagine spring,
but
I will happily take more colors of this mount.
Before.
You may have guessed where this is going by now, but there is also a Summer Wilderling. This one is a deep green and looks just as cool as the others. I wonder if these mounts will become available at different times of the year.
The green one looks really cool.
Though that would create a very long wait for some of them.
It would be.
And to round out these mounts, of course, we have the Winter Wilderling. Yeah. This might be my favorite so far. The grey and white looks so good on this model.
The green one's way cooler.
If I had to pick between all of them, I would pick the Winter Wilderling every single time.
Wrong opinion.
This next one is a bit strange, but that never stopped any of the mount collectors I know. The Tamed Mauler.
So this is just like basically this is one of the little fucking the Kroggies from BFA. It's a Kroggy model. It just looks completely different. Like this is the example of a mount that uses the same skeleton, but it's still cool. Like this is a Kroggy, but it doesn't matter because it's so different that it's a new mount. Like, I think this is badass, man.
It's a new Devourer mount that looks like it would much rather eat you than let you ride around on it. We don't have a source for this one just yet, but from the flavor text, it sounds like another taming quest.
Yeah.
We've already had one Devourer taming quest that ended with a new mount, so I guess we have another one to look forward to in patch 9.1. Then we also have the new Kyrian flying mount, starting with the Ascendance Aquilon. These mounts remind me of the Priest Legion class Hall mounts.
Yeah, they do.
Kind of griffin-like body with the bird or owlish head. Obviously, this is quite a bit different with it being an anima construct with massive wings to carry you through the air. I think they look great and will be a fine addition to any Kyrian's mount collection.
The problem was the wings, man. But look at those wings. They look like shit. The actual body of like the owl thing looks cool, but the wings just look like they got their little paper flappers. That's what somebody called them in chat. That's exactly what they are. It's the wings look like garbage.
Hardened Aquilon looks a bit more tarnished with brassy gold trim and the typical blue glow.
It's like they have a different
they did a great job turning
like,
another beast into an anima construct. I'm definitely going to be jealous of some of these mounts. There's no source listed for some of them just yet, but it's safe to say they'll all be tied to Kyrian activities. The Elysian Aquilon goes in the other direction. It's bright, it's shiny, it's gold and silver, and it looks amazing. This one does have a source. Kyrian, Bastion, That might not seem all too helpful, but that probably means this is the reward from progressing through the new Renown grind and completing the new Covenant campaign. And the last one is the Forsworn.
This one's cool. Like, and this is what I was saying, right? All you need to do is be a little bit more adventurous with your recolors. Just be more adventurous. This one is cool because it's a lot different than the other ones. It's not purple. Oh, it is. It's got the purple gem, but that's it.
Which, despite it being the bad Kyrian's color scheme, I think this is the coolest of the lot. So
that's because it is. He's right this time.
Maybe my character should join the Forsworn instead of the Kyrian. Apparently, the Forsworn threat remains, so they're going to stick around in the story for a while, but I'm fine with that if we get super awesome mounts like this.
Cool. Yeah, I like that.
The Necrolord flying mount is up next, starting with
These are so good. Like, honestly, fucking, these are so insanely fucking good. These are insane. Like whoever made this is a fucking genius, man. Like, they're so well designed. They're so, like, clean. And, like, they're clearly, like, anybody can see, right? They're, like, the 8.2 bugs or the Bumblebee. And then they did it again with the Corpse Feasters that you were able to get in 8.3. So this is, again, this is a re-skeleton. This is a re-skeletoned mount that is still fucking Pog. This is still getting Pogs for being a re-skeleton because it is different than the original. It is awesome.
Battlefield Swarmer. You know how I said I'd be jealous of the Kyrian mounts? I kind of feel like the opposite for these ones. Corpse flies are strongly attracted to the smell of dead bodies and will swarm an active battlefield as soon as the first corpse falls.
Yep.
Isn't that just lovely? The dev team are going to have way too much fun with the different colors on this mount, I can tell you right now. The Lord of the Corpse Flies is next. Dude. You know, just in case you wanted the leader of this pack of poop flies.
Badass.
The purple colors do look pretty cool, but I still wouldn't be seen riding around on one of these things. I feel kind of bad for the Necrolords, but at the same time, I know there are players out there who are loving the idea of just flying these mounts right into people's faces for fun.
This is like, dude, there's so look at the contrast on this mount right here. This is so good, man. This is the coolest one right here. This is 100% the coolest one. The contrast is just so well designed.
Is an orange and green recolor, and this is the one with a source, which means it'll probably be the one you get for completing your new Covenant campaign in patch 9.1. The others you're going to have to work a little bit more for, no doubt. And the last fly to collect is the Regal Corpse Fly.
This one's okay too.
I have to agree with the flavor text on this one. Only the forces of Maldraxxus would call a Corpse Fly Regal.
Yeah.
Hopefully this is one of the hardest ones to obtain to really back up that Regal title.
Maldraxxus is for people that live in trailers.
Either way, all of these mounts are completely gross, so I guess they fit in well with Maldraxxus. And the last Covenant flying mount to look at is for the Venthyr. The Obsidian Gravewing is an animated gargoyle just for you to ride around on, and they look awesome.
Of course
These mounts are massive stone Goliaths. What more could you want to complete your Venthyr fantasy?
This is fucking badass. Like, I like this a lot. Like, I'm so glad. Like, everybody's talking about how they're going to reroll off of Venthyr. I'm not rerolling, man. Like, there's no fucking way I'm going to reroll. I'm never rerolling. Fuck that. And like, because I don't want to have to do grind Renown again. Like, I'm not going to fucking do that again. Who cares? Like, it looks so fucking badass, man.
The red glow, the demonic eagle face. This is probably the best looking Covenant mount in my opinion.
Yeah, because it's the best Covenant.
I can't wait to earn these on my Venthyr characters.
Duh.
The Grave Palewing looks just as cool.
That's
the white
so
really
badass.
Works with the red glows, and it looks like this particular monstrosity was carved out of clean marble or alabaster or whatever white rock you prefer. Sadly, once again, we don't have any sources for most of these Covenant mounts, but I can't wait to see where they come from so I can collect them all.
Absolutely.
And then the last color we have to look at right now is the Sinful Gravewing. This will be
literally nobody cares about this one. This is the worst one. I honestly, like, whoever thought this was a good color combo is dumb. Like, it just sucks. It does. It sucks dick. Like, they could have changed, again, they could have made it any other color. They could have made it like solid black. Like, imagine a solid fucking Obsidian Gravewing. That would have looked fucking awesome, man. It doesn't have to look like this.
you get in your Covenant campaign by the looks of things, and while I think the other two look a bit better, I would still be more than happy to ride around on this colour. The golden armour really sets it off too. We don't have a 4th colour variation for the Venthyr mount in-game just yet, so I'm guessing we have plenty more mounts to look forward to in patch 9.1. I think a dark obsidian-like gargoyle could look really cool too. Up next, we have a new disc mount. The Cartel Master's gear glider will let us ride around in style. It looks like a repurposed model from the Legion Mage class hull mount, but this time it will be available for everybody. This mount does not have a source listed yet, but I'm sure it will come from the new Mega Dungeon. Probably.
I think it looks really cool, man. I think this is badass. What do y'all think about this? Better class mount? Yeah, this is really cool. I love seeing mounts like this. This is the kind of shit that you like to see right here. These are actual improvements. 10 million mount? Nah, bro. It's probably going to be like the Mythic Mechagon mount or Heroic Mechagon mount. It's going to be easy.
Hard mode achievement or from the last boss.
Yeah.
We have a few different discs to pick from too. The Pilfered gear glider doesn't look all too different, but as we move from one to the other, you should be able to see a slight difference in the metal platform colour. The orbs on the outside don't change right now, but that could always change by the time this patch goes live. Once again, this mount doesn't have a source, but I'm sure it's related to the dungeon somehow. There's also the Silver Gear Glider, or I assume that's supposed to say silver anyway. Apparently this one is a more expensive version of your typical glider owned by the cartel higher-ups. I guess we know who we have to kill to try and grab this one for ourselves. And the last one is the Tazervesh Gear Glider. This is a gold...
Oh my god. Like, it's the same fucking one. I really wish that they had just had one version. Just one version of this mount that dropped from my hard mode, and that's it. That's it. That's the only way you can get it. And also, like, look at the fucking colors here, man. Blue. Why does every ball have to be blue? Why can't one ball be like red? Why can't another ball be like green or purple or fucking like orange or some shit? There's all blue balls. Like, Blizzard's just giving us blue balls. I'm not even kidding. Look at it. It's the same fucking thing, man. It's the same thing. Like, you gotta be more inventive with these fucking mounts.
Golden variation and might be the coolest looking one so far. I'm kind of surprised none of these mounts have a source listed, but I assume most of them will be dungeon related, if not all of them. I'm really looking forward to seeing how the next mega dungeon plays out, so these mounts will be a great reward to go hunting for. These next two are kind of oddballs as they come from the same kind of source. We have the Undying Darkhound, which is a recolor of one of the various Maldraxxus mounts that we've been able to collect so far in Shadowlands, but this new mount comes from the war chest of the Undying Army. These war chests are awarded for helping a specific covenant in their assaults in the Maw. This is a new type of event where you fight alongside the covenants to help make the Maw a better place by killing everything in sight. You can only get this mount from the events where you are helping the Necrolords. The other mount you can earn in a similar fashion is the Wild Hunt Leg Splitter. This is another...
So you have to, like, so each one is going to be... Oh, shit, my bad.
And with wings. It looks alongside the Covenant Necrolords.
So each one has, like, its own special thing that you get out of the box. I don't think it's that bad. The thing is, like, it's not about... as long as it's not, like, super fucking rare, I don't care about it. Like, I just don't want to have to go through this... I don't want to imagine doing this in patch 9.3. Like, I just want to get it done, like, do like 5 of these, 10 of these, and you're done. It's over. You got it. It's like a 10% or something like that, and you're going to get it. Yeah, that's how I see it. There won't be a 9.3? Why? Was the game going to be dead by then? Like, guys, listen. In 2 years, you'll have 9.3. Man, guys, come on. It's gonna get better, guys. It's gonna, like, imagine if Blizzard took even longer to release 9.2 than they did to 9.1. I cannot imagine that. There's no fucking way that happens. They don't have time to make 9.3. What are they doing? Why not?
The other mount you can earn in a similar fashion is the Wild Hunt Leg Splitter. This is another Gore mount that comes from the war chest of the Wild Hunt, so it's the same deal, except you have to be helping the Night Fae down in the Maw with their assault to get this as your prize, which has a chance to contain the mount.
So I've got to do these on all my characters.
And then to finish off this long list of mounts, we have the new PvP reward mount. The Unchained Gladiator's Soul Eater is the
So I'm going to be honest. The Season 1 mount is the best one, and it's not even close.
Gladiator reward for Season 2 of Shadowlands rated PvP.
Yeah.
It looks very similar to the first season's Gladiator reward with a different color armor, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Still a very cool and distinguishable mount, so it's going to be another prestigious mount to go after. And the new Vicious mount coming in patch 9.1 for Season 2 of PvP is going to be a heavily armored Gorm. The Vicious War Gorm looks quite fancy in all its heavy plate gear. This first one is the Horde version, obviously. You wouldn't catch the Alliance riding around in this much red. They prefer silvers and golds and blues, and I would have to say it works out quite well on this bulky beast. This would actually be a Vicious mount I would ride around on. They did a great job in these Vicious mounts in my opinion, especially with the differences between the Horde and Alliance versions.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's all of the new mounts coming in patch 9.1 from what we've seen so far. 45 extra mounts in the very first PTR build is kind of crazy.
So how many mounts did they actually add? 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 new mounts. There's a lot. The thing is, the recolors are not that big of a deal. It's just that the way that they add them in is. That's what I have a problem with. Let me see what people say about this. Didn't make 45 new mounts. It's 16 new mounts and 29 different new colors. That's it. I'm switching Covenant. Oh, it's... Okay, dude. Yeah, right. Like, do these mounts get you excited to play the game? Let me ask that. Like, to me, it's like, they're kind of cool. Like, for sure, they're kind of cool. But, like, the only ones that really... All right, so these are the ones that get me excited. This one gets me excited. This is the main one that I want. I want this mount more than any other mount. Like, this is the main one that I like a lot. The Fallen Charger. This one gets me excited. This one also gets me excited. This one kind of gets me excited too. To be fair, I actually like this one. I think this one's really cool. What do you guys think? You guys like this one? I do. I think this is a really, really nice looking mount. Yeah, it's the Pound one. Yeah, I like it. It's cool. It's unique. And then the new Venthyr one, yeah, sure. This is good enough. I'm fine with that. Oh, I guess they did have an all-black one. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it's like a Balrog. I guess they could change that. Maybe they could make an all-red one. Yeah, that would look really cool, too. This one is... It's really cool, but I just don't like how there's 4 of them, man. And, like, the fact that there's 4 of them and they all look the exact same. It's just... I don't know, man. Like, I just don't really... I don't get it. It's a vile fiend with wings. Yeah, but that's cool. I'm happy about that. Like, either way, it's like, as I said, I don't care about recolors as long as they look cool, or reskins as long as they look cool. This one looks cool. This one is literally a fucking reskin. This is not that great at all. Like, why is it that you couldn't take this thing right here, the black part of his body, and, like, turn it, like, bright red? Or turn it, like dark blue or something like that? Like, why couldn't you change the color of the guy?